then let's start right here. So the All-Round Championship went into the second week. Surprisingly, after the first week, I got 4th place overall with my replays. So I'm very close to the podium, position-wise at least. The thing is, the top 2 were far in front of me. And the 3rd place was close, but he was only close because he didn't play the RPG map and lost a lot of points there. Otherwise, I have Harry, another OK boy, and someone else close behind in points. But yeah, I wanted to do a bit more this time, didn't really do much more. Good thing is I started yesterday already a little bit, or also 2 days ago with the SpeedTech. Yesterday, very late in the evening, I did tech, then in the night I did start FullSpeed, and today I did FullSpeed again, then Dirt and RPG later in the stream. So I show you now my 5 replays from this week, and we start with the SpeedTech map from Hauth. Here I beat the author time by 100, and my run was very good. I know, however, that some people have faster times. I was extra playing this map for further 30 minutes, and I was really not sure how to improve it. So yeah, let's have a look at that record on SpeedTech. Point 28. Getting a nice drift with a very low jump. Very inside line here. Now jumping into an auto slide. Here everything for the exit. Now the apex I didn't hit it, but I think that doesn't matter too much. The exit has to work. And this is a turn I struggled with. I often lost rounds here. But here it was very decent. Also this turn, that drives really nice. You have an easy aiming spot for starting to break. And also here that was nothing too special, but it just works. And here also going for the exit speed, because you need good speed for this jump into the finish. It was a very clean run, but I will drop a few positions here. Yeah, we will see. I guess it will be 7th place or something. Also my average in the first week was always something from position 5 to 10 on all the tracks. And I think this is also something like this, unless much less people play now or send their runs in. After SpeedTech we come to the tech map by Hauth. Also here did the dirt map last time, now SpeedTech and tech. This was my last minute PB right before Cup of the Day. I replayed this map and improved twice again. In this run I was actually 800s behind my earlier PB, but sadly my earlier PB had a shit finish. Here however I had a really sick finish, like a really good one. So from +8 I went to -7. Shows however that I could still improve this by a 10th. As I was a bit behind, but yeah. This is one of the nice old school tech maps where you have these drifts that you can really push for maximum. This was a very good right drift. Followed by, yeah, also here is a time loss. I went a bit too far. Had to correct my line to the left, but this exit here was very beautiful. And I think here I checked and was +8, and now comes the ending. This was a very good corner. Here mega inside, very nice. And also this turn I hit and had still a nice angle to steer early to the right and get this quite inside. This whole ending was definitely my best one that I had so far. And this got me a point 42 on this track. Now we do RPG always as the last one, I would say. And this is also the one from the first round. Kumpelplaza is now the FullSpeed map. The FullSpeed map, I have to say, and also Harry was talking with me about it. Also, first of all, this track has the hardest author time I have seen in Trackmania. Nobody from in the Daddy Mania records is even close, not even the author himself. Nobody is even close to that. This author time seems so impossible but the map is built in a way that I have the feeling there might be some really wild lines and tricks possible in some sections, but I don't really know if they are possible. The map is just way too difficult, and without flying respawns, it's just very hard. But the map is not just difficult, also Harry said it, and we kinda agree, the map is not really good. Because many rounds you die because you get auto slides. The map has quite a lot of no-slide corners, but then the thing is that some of these no-slide corners maybe you can speed slide, which could be the time gain for the author time maybe. But often you get like an auto slide when you don't want, because you get too fast even, but the map author is good, so it's just really hard to understand why some parts were built like this. But yeah, I drove this quite a lot today because on full speed I can easily drop many positions because we have mainly full speed drivers playing, and I'm really happy with this run. I cannot do better, and I'm 8/10 behind the author time, and this is just crazy. Also first of all, a trick by going inside of the pole, then like with shorter line you can still make the corner, then a small speed slide over the dirt, speed slide over this, then a flow trick over, so you get a good landing there, then slightly a speed slide, counter steering to not have a speed slide anymore, then do another speed slide and a small ramp cut. And this is the big issue here, landing here without getting an auto slide. And then I do actually an S4D. Marius is doing an S4D there. Naja, so here also speed slide. Here I think you have to no slide here. I tried to speed slide here a bit, and here I was also not sure if we should speed slide this uphill left, but I was doing better if I just try no sliding. But when I tried no sliding, I also got auto slides. So there were a bunch of difficult sections. First of all, this inside start has to work. Okay. Then I had, of course, as I'm not a full speed player, very different exit speeds out of this speed slide here. It was always very different. And the start is also what can be improved a lot in my run. Then this here. I wonder if it is possible to keep the speed slide completely through this corner. And if not, if it is possible, when you counter steer out of the speed slide, you can counter steer so short that you still have skid marks. And when you have these skid marks, it is very easy to get an auto slide again. Also you have no slide skid marks, but because you have them, you can easily get an auto slide again. So you have to really hard smooth steer to keep the no slide, but the good thing is that the skid marks, having them, could allow you at any point to restart your speed slide again. That would be a really sick trick, if that is something here. Also sick trick would be if there's actually a possible line to keep the speed slide through this corner in the correct speed slide angle. The problem is that this exit here, this exit is just, if there were 2 ramps, then it would work. But with just 1 ramp, it's just, And here I try to cut the ramp by a little bit, but if you go a little bit too much, like I go just with the left wheels over the edge, if you go with a full car over the left, you will not make it. But I want to, of course, land as early as possible, and you have to land in the speed slide again. It's really difficult. But yeah, the worst thing is, first of all, the loopings are sometimes weird. The car just doesn't turn to the left, or it then turns too much to the left. But yeah, this jump. The thing is, you land and you have to immediately turn. And if the landing is just slightly bit not smooth, you will have skid marks and you auto slide out of this corner. And getting this corner as tight as possible is impossible. I tried sometimes to land actually next to the ramp on this part, but it also doesn't make it easier. Well, obviously in my PB I made it, but still I went super far outside. I cannot really hit the inside. And yeah, this is just a turn. Most runs die here because of auto slides, just not really nicely built. And then I decided to, this is another no slide corner, but I think that you have to S4D and start the speed slide for the rest here, which I did. But then you have a really bad line, bad angle for this, and also here it's very difficult to see how high do you have to jump from the ramp so that you jump as low as possible but make it onto the dirt, because it's quite important. And in which direction do I speed slide on the dirt? because often I got too close to this edge. Now, for example, I was not able to keep a speed slide here. I was just not able to combine all these things to keep a speed slide still. No? Also, the map is there too difficult, I'm very skill checked, or it's just not nicely mapped as well, I don't know. Here I tried to land far left to have a smooth landing, and I tried to speed slide to the right a little bit. Take this as smooth as possible, then speed sliding over the dirt, no? Landing pretty far left so that I can speed slide to the right and still have a very short and straight line through the looping, because I don't want to go diagonal through these loopings. And here you can also get an auto slide if you steer too early, or because the car's still wobbling a little bit after the exit, so it's also tough. And yeah, here, as I said, I was also unsure, is this maybe a speed slide or should I just no slide? For me it was easier to now just no slide, but even this failed multiple times by still getting an auto slide and then not making the corner, jumping out here. But yeah, this was then by far my best map, especially the ending was by far my best, and then I had to stop at some point. Like, I had to play also the other maps, and here I'm just skill checked, and I'm actually close to Harry. But he said he only finished twice. Well, I also finished only twice, but within an hour. The thing is, it was so difficult to survive. So now I go to the dirt map, where I got a pretty good time, but also here I know that some daddy records are in front. But I had to be efficient and I had to join the RPG map, and this was actually a very efficient improvement. I didn't really take much time on this track to get this run, and it is a pretty good one. Also the only thing that I didn't like was like the finish straight. I jumped a bit over there, I had also a bit fear of Ramstein bug, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with it, and it would have been difficult to improve much further. Like from here on I can improve, but it would take probably much longer. It would not be efficient anymore. So let's have a look. Getting very tight line here, very tight here, interesting transition to land smooth in there. I didn't go full outside, more inside here, but it is fine because you don't need too much exit speed. I took an inside line here and actually full speeded here to the right. Small brake tap to drift around this. Now I was very early on the white here, that was better in this PB. Good jump, I was as fast as never before. This is probably a bit improvable, but this bumpy turn is a bit the difficulty. And here I saw that the map author uploaded a replay with an outside line there, which is faster, and I copied that. This was a very nice outside corner, and also this turn I got well, but I was so fast that I barely got around, and this is what I meant with a finish straight. I had a bit more air time there. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with this run, and should be a decent position for sure. And then we go to the last map, which is the RPG map, where I now ended at the 59. I know that there are 3 people with a 3:55, but you know, I hunted this map also very late again, and then I decided maybe improving on tech will grant me more positions than improving this. And beating this 55 times would also be pretty difficult now. It could easily be that I play this map then further 40 minutes without improvement, because you don't really get that many attempts on RPG. And improving a 55 is also something, so maybe 59 is okay. Maybe it's not even any difference if I try 56 or 59 for my position. Let's see if the mod loads this time, because we had an issue previous week with RPG. Here's also a mod. Doesn't load now. Well, I don't care. At least it's not red and black. So then let's just watch it with this normal standard mod. The map has some difficult parts that are quite tough to survive, and that makes the whole thing quite difficult. That's why I also thought, okay, now then let's end it here. I could definitely improve this by 4 seconds. Oh, we have the mod now. But yeah, tough. Starters Also the very start is quite important where you turn around the checkpoint, but yeah, this here I didn't really understand. I had very fast parts around this, but they were just random for me. Not sure if you can force that nicely. I had right after this PB a run where I was 2 seconds ahead. That was actually a 6 start here. This one I can risk much more, no? The drift and then going with a lot of speed over this. That gains actually some time. Then a very difficult section is landing here with enough speed that you make this transition. This is very difficult and is also a run ender. But I got it very consistent today. I was in the editor also shortly to train that section. Could not really train it on the map itself because it was a checkpoint always. So, and now comes then another precision section. Also here you come out of a drift, and I took that very safe in my PB. And I had this one run where I risked it right after I did my PB. I said, like, it will be tough to improve by 4 seconds. I have to full risk, and then suddenly I had here -2 seconds at this section. But I died in this part that I forgot now to say something about. Wait. Let's get rid of this. So, yeah, this is also important, you know. You have here 2 difficult things in a row. First of all, this precision section, and secondly, this jump here into the ring checkpoint. That you jump very low, but especially that you land in a way that you accelerate into the correct direction. I often struggled with that I didn't make it towards the road. And there I also lost then my run after I did this PB, which would have had maybe a chance to improve by 4 seconds if I find then 2 more in the rest of the track. Surely that would be possible, but you have to get a run through firstly, and that is the difficulty always. So here, released a little bit. Here I can definitely also just jump way further to the right and gain time there, I think. Then here, the late Neo slide, not getting a landing bug in this run. I had some landing bugs there. Lots of transitions on this map. I didn't see any cut because there are always walls left and right of the track. So here I first thought it's meant to be done differently, but this works very easy. And here also interesting section with this booster, but yeah, getting the jump. Interesting on this track is there are so many speed checks, so many jumps, but the way the map author managed to make the respawns, the standing respawns, as we don't have live respawns here, the standing respawns were always possible still. That is actually the difficulty, to build this map in a way where you can still do this respawn and still somehow clear the jumps. That's actually sick. So now jumping down here, jumping up here, we're already close to the finish. I got the land bug here. Yeah, typical. But at least I wasn't too fast for this jump up. And yeah, now we're very close to the finish. I thought maybe you can cut this sector here if you're super lucky with the bounce. And then here's the finish. And yeah, this is it. These are my 5 replays. Let's see what I get, and let's see what kind of runs the other people uploaded, if there's a chance for the podium or not. Obviously, if I full hunt this RPG map, I beat the 55s. But yeah, question is always, is it really necessary to put that much time into this? The other tracks are usually also closer, and there it's more important to actually find the one or other 100 still. Alright.